brought up and both left, and Allegra and a special mother, and I want to talk to you about it now. It's something that I had that it took me a long time to get rid of, but it's called denial. When I was first told that Allegra had severe learning disabilities, I didn't want to believe it. So I just said to myself, this can't be happening. I want Allegra to be just like her cousins and just like all my friends' kids. And so it lasted longer than I wanted. But the denial did not go in any way to hurt Allegra. I spent a great deal of time searching out schools for her and tutors. So it wasn't that. I accepted that she did have a problem. It was my denial. I didn't want to have to face it. And I think this is an issue that probably a lot of parents have, mothers and fathers, and it's something that is a complete waste of time, and that's why I really wanted to talk about it today. When Allegra was in second year of nursery school, I got a call one day from the headmistress who asked me if I could come by and see her. So I did go by, and we sat down, and she said to me, I don't think that Allegra's going to be able to be mainstream next year, and that I think you should take her and have her tested. And I said, tested? What for? And she said, well, I think she might have a learning disability. And I said, no, she does not. I know everything is fine. So she said to me, look at Ann, just come to the classroom next week and sit in on the classroom, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. So I went to school the following week. It was Parents' Day, and a lot of parents were in the classroom, and all the little children were sitting in a semicircle around the teacher while she was doing show and tell. But Allegra was nowhere to be found. And I finally looked around and I saw her over in the kitchen part of the classroom, just playing by herself, talking to herself, having nothing to do with the other kids. And so I thought to myself, well, that's really pretty bad, but I don't think that's exactly what's going to make me decide that Allegra should be tested. And then another incident happened, and that was the Christmas pageant. Stop. Not long after I went to the classroom to see Allegra, there was a Christmas pageant, and all the kids were on the stage, and they were going to sing Christmas carols. I was in the audience. I remember exactly where I was sitting. I was right in the middle row, and I saw direct. I had a perfect view because I was so excited about her singing, and all the parents were really happy. So they came out and they stood in a line, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Allegra comes forward and starts to act sort of different. And I thought to myself, oh my God, what's happening here? It was just that she was off in another world again. And at that moment, I really believed that really there must be something a little bit wrong with this. So after the Christmas pageant and after a few other things, I did decide to have her tested, and it did come back that she had severe learning disabilities. I think it was at that point that I really was in denial. I just couldn't pull myself out of it. Although I never denied Allegra anything, because I really worked hard at getting her special schools, special services, tutors. It was my denial that was just eating at me. And what didn't help really is even her pediatrician said, you know, there's something wrong with Allegra. She's going to outgrow all of this. Well, in fact, we all know she didn't outgrow this. And what I really want to say to mothers out there is, don't waste your time being in denial. It doesn't do you any good, and it doesn't do your child any good. Face up to it and just do the best you can and become the child's best advocate.